praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakakwadash.
All right, double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders, a great millstone that taught us the truth. That's so teaching this truth and much peace, love, and salutations to the elect. All right, we got a lot popping off right now in the world. As the elder was going into, you got the presidential elections that's looming next month. There's a debate tonight. You got the port issue going on over there in the East Coast. You got war. You got Iran shooting missiles at Israel, which that's just going to escalate to even more tensions. But laying back off this point real quick. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 12, verse 10. It says, "Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness."
Right. Never trust thine enemy. Because you understand when it's the enemy that you never let your guard down. That's just like that one fable where it talks about the lady who took care of the snake, and then after a while the snake bit her and she was like, "Why did you bite me?" He was like, "Well, because I'm a snake."
I'm a snake.
You see? It's the same concept with this whole presidential so-called situation. You see?
Right.
At one point, when we was growing up, the president was the leader of the free world. He was the most powerful man on earth and all this. Now he's reduced to getting his Twitter account shut down, and now the nigga on probation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Got all this stuff going on, but he's the candidate. Still able to run. And then you got Kamala. You got Kamala Harris. You know what I'm saying? One minute she black, one minute she a hoe. The next minute she the one locking everybody up, sending everybody to jail. You see? She put hot sauce on some greens. Now she good to go. But you see how? But look at the options. You see, from the year 2000 on, look at George Bush, horrible. Obama, even worse. Trump, even worse. Biden, even worse. It's getting worse and worse and worse. To where you can see the prophecy where it say Babylon will not be healed. You see? You're starting to see how Babylon is not going to be healed because of the leadership.
Right.
You see what's going on with the leadership, man. And why is it so hard to get candidates?
Yeah.
Obama went twice, Trump went in, then Biden went in, which is a recycled Obama. Now Trump finna get back in. So you got Trump and Biden, you got Obama and Biden, and then you got Trump coming back. Now Kamala, it's just a recycling of the same shit.
Well, Putin has a quote. We was being interviewed a few years back, and he says all the presidents, he says he's been through what, 6 presidents? He says all of them have great ideas, but none of them get implemented when the people in the black suits show up.
Man.
So what the elders going into, man, the presidents, why is it so hard to have candidates? Because they're selected, not elected.
Yeah.
You understand?
You got something called the Electoral College.
It is.
I mean, all you got to do is just Google what is the Electoral College, and it'll clearly tell you their process and how they're pretty much selected to elect the president, man, or selected, I'd rather say. But even behind the scenes with that, the elite already know who the president is going to be.
The bankers.
The bankers.
And if you don't pick who they put up there, that just let them know that you still don't need to be making no decisions.
Yeah, right.
We was already gonna put this person in there. You voted for this person. Can't deal with you.
Nope.
You don't need to be making no decisions. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't gonna pick who we pick, then you can't go. Go ahead.
Verse 11, Ecclesiasticus 12 and 11. It says, "Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him."
That's what I'm saying. That's how you gotta approach this whole voting so-called situation. You see? They tell you everything you need to know. We're gonna give black folks reparations. We're gonna let you abort these babies. We're gonna let you do this. We're gonna let you do that. You can do whatever you want. Just make sure we get that black vote.
Right, we need the black vote.
Right, Megan Thee Stallion, Quavo, all these monkeys. You know what I'm saying? What real presidential candidate is gonna get the likes of that shit?
Right.
Because first of all, we still the minority in the country.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna stoop down to Megan Thee Stallion level in front of these white folks, they're gonna be like, "What we gonna vote for you for?"
Right, exactly.
You see? But they tell everybody what they want to hear, just like the brother Reed. That's smoother than butter words. They tell you everything you need to know until they get in there. And then the horns come out once they done convinced you that they're an angel. Go ahead.
They'll butter you up. They'll promise you all these, these false tears or these false dreams. Sometimes they'll even start crying. I mean, Joe Biden openly came out and said, "If you don't vote for me, then you ain't black." I mean, I mean, how much more obvious and blatant does Esau got to get in these last days to let you know that he's not for you, man?
Man, that was a bold statement.
If you don't, he said, if you don't vote for me, then you ain't black. That's literally what he said out in like verbatim.
Pretty much the same thing Obama did, but without saying it.
Yeah, exactly.
Obama's actions said, well, I'm black, so you should vote for me. Joe Biden did that shit. I was with Obama, he black. My vice president black, even though it's a woman that might not be black, but she black for now.
Yep, she look black, quote unquote.
She look black enough.
Yeah.
So if you don't vote for me, you ain't black.
Right.
Can I get this real quick, Tom? Yeah, you got it. This is Rock 13:6. If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee and put thee in hope.
That's what I'm saying. You said we finally gonna get this. We finally gonna get America on track. We're gonna stop treating niggas the way we treat niggas. You see, we're gonna give you reparations. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. The United Negro College Fund, all that shit.
Yeah.
$20 more to the Pop Warner Football League. Yeah, y'all gonna get all that shit. Just make sure you hit them polls on November the 4th. They gonna go get a nigga. They gonna go get a nigga from the church to come in for you. See, look, Reverend Asshole said that we should do this, and this too.
Yep.
Which brings us into Romans 13.
Yep.
You see, we're starting to see through the Spirit. The ISAF is giving us the visibility of what everybody else ain't even looking for.
Yeah.
We got them glasses on and they live.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
If he have need of thee, he will deceive thee and smile upon thee.
If he want to be the president, he gonna get that black vote, that so-called black vote. Go ahead.
And put thee in hope.
And put thee in hope. You see, he gonna bring you up. I would say he gonna bring you up and bring you down. You see, because he got a God complex.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He will speak thee fair and say, what warnest thou?
Yeah, whatever you want, man. We got you, man. Yeah. We're gonna make sure we make it right, okay?
Yeah.
Nigga, to crying and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Can't wait to kick you in the dick.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hey, that was it. Hey, that's just like a man when he trying to get the draws.
Yeah.
Tell a woman or whatever she wanted her to get the draw. Once he got it, then hey,
that's it.
You know what I'm saying?
Now all of a sudden she disgusted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden she disgusted.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Back to Sirach 12, it says, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass.
That's what I'm saying. He'll never fail, man. The way the Lord set it up, he set them up to be the wicked, man, so they can't be nothing else. Okay? It say never trust thine enemy. Once you establish who an enemy is, see, like nowadays they tell you, frenemies. Y'all can be friends and enemies at the same time. That's just more confusion, man.
Yeah, so
Everything. I will say, how you gonna be friends and enemies at the same time? You can't do both.
You can't have hot and cold together.
Yeah.
You can't have light and dark together. No, it's either one or the other.
It's either dark in the room or it's light in the room. It can't be both.
That's an unstable way to be.
Yeah.
The scriptures say a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways.
That's what I'm saying. Somebody pull that scripture and then look up the word unstable. Baba Kashaw. Yeah.
I'm gonna finish this up real quick.
Con.
It says, yet take good heed of him and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust hath not been altogether wiped away.
That's what I'm saying. This should always be in the back of your mind. This nigga got something evil brewing. This nigga got something evil brewing. This nigga got something evil brewing. And then when you see what evil he had brewing, you say, call halal Yahweh Shemi Hawashah for letting me see that in advance.
Yep.
You see?
Yep.
Our job is to warn the people. You know? Man,
You see real quick?
I'm gonna say, yeah, let me do it. Yeah.
It says akat astasas.
Man, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you heard the brother. So this the definition. It says unstable, inconstant, restless.
Constant restless. You see that? Inconstant restless. Go ahead.
Ooh, wait, I'm sorry if I may real
Yeah,
quick.
jump in there.
Hey, well, the scripture says that it tells you that Esau would be a fugitive and a vagabond on the earth. You see, when he would have the dominion, he would be a vagabond, and he would pretty much be restless, going about the planet Earth, being restless, being unstable.
To be restless is to be unable to rest or relax, and it says the result of anxiety. If you're a fugitive on the run,
Yep.
you're always going to be looking over your shoulder, anxious.
Yep.
You're not going to be able to rest because you're like, oh shit, I'm trying not to get caught.
That feeling that you get when the police behind you,
Shit was hard, right?
Yeah.
That feeling in your stomach when the police behind you, that's how Esau feel when the prophets come out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Man.
saying? They on my ass.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna do is try to frame up confusion. You know what I'm saying? That's just like how they'll throw dirt in your eyes just so they can get away.
Yeah.
Or they'll knock something over while you're chasing them and shit. So you gotta jump over it. You know what I'm
They'll
saying?
go to any lengths to accomplish
Yeah.
hiding what they've done.
Yeah.
We mentioned to the brothers.
Knock over a baby.
Yeah.
You know?
So I mentioned to the brother last week that movie Catch Me If You Can. You seen that movie?
Yeah.
Right?
DiCaprio.
With Leonardo DiCaprio, who masqueraded as a lawyer, doctor,
Yep.
a pilot. He
Yep.
was on the run and he was stealing people's identity.
Esau.
Esau, right? But at the end of that movie, you remember when he was in that factory printing all that money?
Yep.
You saw the look on his face. He had
Yep.
the eye bag. He was restless.
Through.
He was through. He was to the point like, damn, I can't keep this shit up no more.
Right.
Now, Esau in this time is getting to the point where like, damn, we can't keep this shit up.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right.
Because he's being exposed, man.
Yeah.
There's an inquisition being made to the ungodly, man.
Yeah.
So now that the inquisition is being made to the ungodly, there's an investigation going on. And the investigation that's going on is the fact that you lied about who you said that you are. Okay, you lied about the money system. You lied about the fact of how you so-called are the beacon of morality when you're really the wicked. You know? And through your witchcraft, you done duped everybody, man. But call Allah Yahweh Bashim Al that we have the eyesight to see straight through this bullshit, man. You see? We're not gonna be caught up, Lord willing, we're not gonna be caught up like the rest of these motherfuckers are, man.
That's it.
You know? And we just gotta speak candidly like that, man. A lot of these people finna be caught the hell up in all this madness, man, because your mind is wrapped up in the boob tube. You know, your mind is wrapped up in TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, you know? All these memes, and now everything's in a meme culture. Here it is, you have missiles flying off in the Middle East, and you still got people playing games and joking, making memes about it. Because your life has not been affected directly. But here very soon, your life is about to be affected directly.
Yeah.
These porches shut down over there on the East Coast. You see? Just imagine if these porches shut off for another week. How you women ain't gonna have no toiletries, man. Tampons, pads, food, you know?
All that weed, that $1 billion industry, with all that hair come over here.
Yeah.
Oh, you bald head bitches, y'all gonna be hurting too. This place is part of the reason this place is the virgin daughter of Babylon because it hasn't been really touched. There hasn't been warfare on this place.
Right.
But it's about to be touched.
Very soon.
The one time it was touched themselves.
Yeah, it's civil war.
Yeah. The one time the Babylon did get touched, it was self-inflicted.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So it's in the prophecies, man, that this place is gonna go through the most horrible fall of any nation ever.
Right.
And
Right.
you people have always been in this state of comfort. So you have no idea what it's like to prepare or to go through hard times. So people are gonna be going out of their mind, man. If you go to Matthew the 24th chapter, the 21st verse, Daniel 12:1, it says that it's gonna be the worst time ever. You people have nothing to lean on. You have no rock to stand on. The elect, those who believe in Yahweh Shem Yahweh, they do. You got it.
Sirach chapter 11, verse 25. It says, in the day of prosperity, there's a forgetfulness of affliction.
Mm-hmm. That's why when only time a nigga is self-reflective is when they get caught up in some shit.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Or they get caught up in it. Boy, if you get me out of this one, I promise I'll. But when you're comforted, when you have everything that you want, you tend to forget the Lord, which is why the Lord keeps the prophets often the time just what they need to have.
Yep.
You
Give me neither poverty, nor riches. You see? Yahweh Shai said, look, store up your treasures in heaven, man. You see, so we got all this advice, you see, from our forefathers letting us know that all this is temporary, man.
Yeah.
You got it?
Because people can just do so much wickedness and they feel as if since they didn't get judged for it right now, that they're just getting away with it. Like it says in Ecclesiastes, the 8th chapter. Sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily. Therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully set to do evil.
Yeah.
You see?
Yep.
But here it is now, everybody's about to be faced with reality. Everybody's about to be faced with who they truly are, man. And that's what's going to separate the elect of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah from the rest of everybody else, man.
Because everybody here, they think the solutions to any problem is a carnal one.
Yep.
Nobody here understands that the problem with that hole you feel inside It needs to be filled with something spiritual.
Right.
Now, when the judgments from the Lord on high hit this place, the only people who are going to be stable in that time are those who are equipped with the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Right.
Right.
So then that's when the whole paradigm is going to shift, where people are going to realize, damn, I spent my life doing nothing important.
Exactly. Right.
I invested in nothing.
Yep.
I'm nothing. We've come to that conclusion already. The only thing that gives us value is our usefulness for the Lord.
Yeah.
And those are the people who are going to be able to weather the storm that's on the horizon.
Yeah, still more. Yep. Sirach 11:25. In the day of prosperity, there is a forgetfulness of affliction, and in the day of affliction, there is no more. There is no more remembrance of prosperity. For it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways.
Hey man, read that read that middle part again.
Yep. Verse back at 25 in the middle.
Yeah.
And in the day of affliction, there is no more remembrance of prosperity.
Now they got this analogy. They say a rich man that's drowning, he'll give up all of his riches to save his life.
Yep.
When the plagues hit these people, they'll be willing to do anything just to get by.
Yep. Yep.
When you got a man at gunpoint, he'll take the clothes off his back just to keep his life. Right?
Yep.
So in the day of affliction, man, these people are gonna, all that pride that they once had is gonna evaporate. There's not gonna be a remembrance of the state of what they had or who they thought they was.
Right.
The Lord is gonna bring that pride low, which we're waiting on that, man.
Well, the scriptures talk about how they're going to cast their gold and their silver into the streets. It ain't going to mean anything, man. When this dollar crashes, your dollars that you got in your pockets, whether somebody got $5 in their pocket or whether somebody got $500,000 or $5 million, it's not going to mean anything, man. You see? Your fiat currency, this paper, that's all it is, just paper. It ain't even money.
Use it to start fires.
They're going to use it because they did that in the Weimar Republic.
Yeah.
You know? They did that in the Weimar Republic when their dollars, when their currency fell, they actually stacked up their money and they was actually using it for fire, man.
And I brought that up just to show you that the real riches in that time, like the elder was going into, store up your riches in the kingdom of heaven. The real riches in that time is going to be the knowledge. It's going to be that, is the Lord with you? Because if he's not, you don't have anything.
Yeah.
So that brought that up just to show you the contrast of what actual riches is. People look at us like we're poor. Really, we're the richest people on earth.
Right.
We're the wealthiest people on earth, man, in spirit.
Yep.
That's going to manifest in the physical here soon.
Yep.
See?
The scripture says, has not the Lord chosen those who are poor, but rich in faith?
It is.
You see, you got to be rich. You got to be rich in the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Basham Shai. This is what you really should be desiring, man. This should be your number one desire. If you an Israelite man, you know, this should be your number one desire upon the planet Earth, man. Because this is what's going to be able to get you out of hell, man. As it's going to say down here, I'll read it again. It says, verse 26, for it is an easy thing unto the Lord in the day of death to reward a man according to his ways. It didn't say it's a hard thing.
Yeah.
It says it's an easy thing for the Lord to do. It's light, you know. Last verse, it says, verse 27, the affliction of an hour maketh a man forget pleasure, and in his end his deeds shall be discovered. You see, that's what it means when everybody's going to be brought before the judgment seat of the Lord, man. All of us are going to have to stand before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shai, man. That you're going to deserve and get the things that you've done in your body, whether it's been good or whether it's been bad. Everybody's going to receive a reward. Everybody's going to receive either it's going to be a good consequence or a bad consequence, man. See, that's what's getting ready to happen here soon, man. You know, everybody's going to be faced with who they are, man.
You're going to be faced with who you are. And you got to ask yourself, man, have I actually been doing anything that's useful to the Lord? Because if I haven't, shit, he ain't going to have my back. He ain't going to be looking after me during that time. People think that they measure themselves whether they're a good person by Esau's morality chart.
Yeah.
Not realizing this man is immoral at all. So when that time of judgment comes, they're going to realize that the Lord don't have their back, that they have nothing. They have absolutely nothing, man. When the men of the Lord are going to have everything.
Yep. That was it on that, by the way.
Them anti-Christians, you know. Well, I said the Lord. When you talk about when the Lord talk about get thee away from me, I never knew you. That's talking about Israel. But look at these people who think that they've been gung ho for Jesus all this time.
Yeah.
Being wicked as hell.
They're not even in the conversation.
You see, they've been wicked as hell in the name of Jesus.
That's all.
Okay.
Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation.
That's what I'm saying, man. When this stuff hit the fan, man, when all the things that Yahweh told his men to look for, the wars and the rumors of wars and all those different things, we gonna be ready, Lord willing. You see? But everybody else says, I'm already saved, and I've been saved and sanctified through the Holy Ghost, and I've been saved for 50 years and all this type of stuff, but you still being wicked as hell, according to the law. You say you love the Lord said, if you love me, keep my commandments. You see? But the anti-Christians, they'll tell you, oh, you can just do whatever you want to, and on your deathbed, as long as you give your life to Jesus before you die, he gonna love you. That's complete madness, man.
Right.
You see? The Lord said if they don't want to worship me, then bring them here so I can kill them.
Right.
So, what's up with that? You know?
The scriptures say, he that is not with me is against me.
That's right.
That's plain as day. If you're not with the Lord, then you against him. You can't be not with the Lord, but at the end of the day, you know, when the Lord come back, he gonna be, oh, you know what, it's all good still. No,
It don't work like
it don't
that.
work that way, man.
I got a precept for you. This Proverbs 19:23 in the NLT. It says, the fear of the Lord, which is people severely lack a fear of the Lord. That's the beginning of receiving these spiritual riches, correct? The fear of the Lord leads to life, bringing security and protection from harm. And much harm is coming to Babylon the Great.
Yep.
Your question should be, damn. Well, if all that's getting ready to happen, I see that's happening over there. It ain't gonna stay over there for long. You know, when you in a room and a fight break out, and you fight on the other side of the room, and everybody fighting, eventually that fight gonna get to you.
Yep.
What you gonna do? What protection are you gonna have? There's a solution. Somebody get Zephaniah 2 and 3 if nobody had anything. There's a solution in the scriptures to how during that time you can be protected. There's a recipe, so to speak. All right, and most people don't know the recipe. Just like most people don't know what the kingdom of heaven is. We was talking about that before camp.
Right.
You know? You got it?
Yeah, I got another one for the point too, man. Like brother was going into, man. The scriptures talk about, when you read through the scriptures, man, like it says in Second Timothy, it talks about this life in the truth, man, is compared unto a battle. You see, like it says, prepare you, be even as pilgrims. Oh, my people, be ready. Prepare your, roughly paraphrasing. Prepare yourself for the battle. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So all through the truth, and all through the scriptures, talk about how this walk is like a battle. You see, and it compares the believers unto soldiers. You see, well, a good soldier, like the brothers are going into and the elders going into, man. A good soldier, like Paul was iterating in 2 Timothy, man. He's not going to be, his mindset is not going to be on the affairs of a civilian life, man.
Right.
See, his mindset is going to be on what? Fulfilling the order of his general, man. You see, or his captain. You know what I'm saying? So just like in the army now, man, you have to take an oath. That's why Paul was saying that, man. When Paul was comparing that using that analogy, he was comparing the life of a believer to the life of a Roman soldier, man. The soldier will have to make an oath. You see, they will have to make an oath saying that they will put everything, you know, they will put, all right, themselves, you know, this army, you know what I'm saying, above everything, man. You see, above their decision, you know, their civilian life and all that shit. You see, that's why Paul was using that analogy, man, because we're supposed to put the truth above everything, man. You see, there's soldiers in the army, all right, but there's not many good soldiers, man. You see, there's not many good soldiers, man. And Paul was giving us the mind on the characteristics of how we can make ourselves a good soldier, man. You see, putting your how about this ministry first, man. That's why these people gonna bug the fuck out when this shit happens, man.
That's right.
Yeah. See?
After that Zephaniah, I got something for you.
Zephaniah 2 and 3. It says, seek ye the Lord, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment.
The people on this side wrought the Lord's judgment, right? But there's a solution for them to return unto the Lord and to be protected during the day of the Lord, right? Go ahead.
All right, Con, it says, seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of the Lord's anger.
What moves somebody to seek righteousness? Well, one, they have to fear the Lord. That's going to move somebody to change their conduct towards the Lord. That's going to move somebody to start to seek out the words of the ancient and the prophecies and to be alert and ready for the coming of the Lord. Right. And that's how you have access to being hid in the day of the Lord's anger, man. That's the recipe for you. Yep. You got it, Tosh.
Now you can break this down. This is Luke 17. I'm going to start at verse 7. It says, but which of you, having a servant plowing or feeding cattle, It says, will say unto him by and by, when he has come from the field, go and sit down to meat. Pretty much meaning to go and sit down and eat. It says, it will not rather say unto him, make ready wherewith I may sup, and gird thyself, and serve me till I have eaten and drunken. And afterward thou shalt eat and drink. Doth he thank that servant because he did the things that were commanded him? I trow not, meaning what trow means to think. It says, so likewise ye, when ye shall have done all those things which are commanded you, say, we are unprofitable servants. We have done that which was our duty to do.
Man, you see, the soldiers, hey, they just following orders, man. They just doing their duties, man. You see, and that's what we in this truth to do, man. You see, in this truth to do our duties, man. The Lord requires us, man. That's why Yahweh Shai said, man, any man put his hand to the plow, all right, and looking back is not fit, all right, to be for the kingdom of heaven. Man. You see, yeah, you broke your oath, man. You didn't put the general or the chief of the army first, man. You see, because once you sign that, like I said, comparing it to the army in these times, before you can sign that contract to join the army, you gotta say an oath, man. That you're gonna put the army above everything else in your life. That's gonna be your number one priority. You see, like I said, going back to 2 Timothy, that's what Paul was talking. That's why Paul was using that analogy. We coming in this truth, that was you. When you put your hand to the plow, that was you making that oath, man. You see, and when you actually looked that oath up that they used to that they had to say. All right, they will get, hey, if they violate that oath, they could be put to death, bro. Yeah. You see?
Yeah.
Likewise in this truth, man, if you turn back into the world, that's an automatic death ticket, man. Yeah. You see, you looking back, man. You see? Now everything is centered around Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. That's why Yahweh Shai said that he that coming up to me must deny himself.
I got the hell.
You see? It's all about putting Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai at the forefront of our life above everything else, man. Yeah. You see, that way, like Paul was saying, that way you can please him, all right, basically that recruited you. You see?
And that's why Yahweh Shai made, one of the reasons why Yahweh Shai made that sacrifice, man. You see, because as Adam, he was given the kingdom and it failed. As Solomon, he was given the kingdom and it failed. But when he worked for it, you see, he put all that rulership, all that dominion, he put all that aside until his brothers could join him. You see, Solomon made sure he put everybody on, but then the kingdom still failed anyway. Right. Adam, he put his sons on. They still failed him. You see? So with Yahweh Shai saying, if you can't deny all these things, you're not worthy, he denied everything for us.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Can I read this comment in the commentary real quick? This Luke 17 in the commentary by David Guzik, and it talks about the unprofitable servant, right? It says, it is not an admission that we do nothing good or pleasing to God. It simply recognizes that he has done so much more for us than we could ever do for him. This attitude understands that our master has done more greater things for us than we could ever do for him. What he did for us was out of pure love. What we do for him is out of the proper gratitude and duty. It's a reasonable. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, just like the brothers who have women, who have their woman, they doing the thing. You don't even say that. You don't acknowledge what I do. You supposed to do that shit.
Right.
You're not about to. Yeah, I'm not about to do
Right.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
And that's the thing. That's a two-edged sword. You see? Because you don't do everything I say.
Exactly.
You see?
Yeah.
You don't say thank you with all the bills paid. Because you just keep on using all the shit up.
Because you got faith. Because you got faith that everything gonna be taken care of, right?
Yeah, I say shit. I gotta thank you for washing dishes, but you ain't gotta thank me for the food that dirtied them shits up.
Bro, you got a roof where you got a roof where you washing dishes at, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You washing dishes underneath the roof,
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Not only the protection that you get from being with the man of the Lord, you see, that's what a lot of these, hey man, but the Apostle Boy did a video maybe like a week ago going into like, when this shit pop up, they gonna realize who we are. Lord willing, we are the part of that number. You see, but they gonna see, you see, they gonna see that the Lord is dealing with us, man. You see, it's gonna be made known, it's gonna be undeniable who the Lord is dealing with in the times we're coming into, man. You know?
The problem is, it's not something tangible that they can see right now.
Right.
Because it's not tangible and they can't see it, they don't acknowledge it.
Yeah. Somebody get that precept where Yahweh Shai told was it Philip or Thomas where he told them, blessed are ye that see, but blessed are those that don't see and still believe.
Yeah.
Get that real quick, Baba.
Yeah, those men are endowed. Yeah, those men are endowed with faith, right? So the woman, man, just I ain't gonna change it off onto the woman, but I'm gonna just say this real quick. She that faith, women they're not really equipped with faith like that. You understand? So that thing, that protection, that hedge of protection from Yahweh through the man, they can't see it because they're not endowed with that faith. They don't have the spirit that these men who believed and didn't see had. See?
Yep. Yep. Go ahead.
This is John chapter 20, verse. I'm gonna start at verse 26 just to get the backdrop. It says, and after 8 days again, his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then came Yahushua, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst and said, peace be unto you. Shalom. Then saith he to Thomas, reach hither thy finger and behold my hands. Man, I really need to start up because I got to go to where Thomas believed. He didn't believe.
Cook, brother.
Yeah, I'm sorry, verse 24. It says, but Thomas, one of the 12, called Didymus, was not with them when Yahushua came. The other disciples therefore said unto him, we have seen the Lord. Now, mind you, up above this, the Lord breathed upon the disciples, when, you know what I'm saying, that were there and present with him, right?
Which shows you order because certain disciples weren't there yet. Certain word.
Yep.
You see? Go ahead.
It says, but he said unto them, except I shall see in his hands the print of the nails, and put my finger in the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I would not believe.
So he like, man, look. He was like, look, I love the Lord and I believe, but I saw him get crucified. I saw what they did to him.
Yeah.
And you telling me that he done already came back?
Yeah.
I gotta see it, bro. Look, I ain't saying y'all lying, but I got to see it.
Yeah.
And the Lord was like, okay, well, here I go. You know? And then it was that was a teaching moment. Go ahead.
Verse 26, it says, and after 8 days again, his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then came Yahushua, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst and said, peace be unto you. Then saith he to Thomas, reach hither thy finger. Mind you, this is heavy because he said, look, reach hither your finger and touch right here, even though Yahushua wasn't physically there when Thomas said that. Let you know that Yahushua was there and he was listening the whole time.
Right.
He just wasn't visible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And then you say 8 days later, what was your point?
Yeah. Now I'm saying 8 days later, you know, you can imagine you probably like, man,
Hey, y'all tripping.
Yeah.
yeah, where you at? Yeah.
8 days later.
And then he just popped up.
Yeah.
So it says, and after 8 days again, verse 27, then saith he to Thomas, reach hither thy finger and behold my hands, and reach hither thy hand and thrust it into my side, and be not faithless, but believing.
Be not faithless, but believing.
Yeah. So believe while you put your finger in the hole.
Right.
You see?
That's right.
Hey, it is what it is.
We got YouTube. You can type in Remnant Saved.
We don't have any,
No
we don't
brochures.
have any
Just go on
brochures.
YouTube and we got lessons every day.
Yeah, you can just go to YouTube and type in Great Millstone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll
Like
see
right now
the
we're going
Great
live.
Millstone.
GMS or Great Millstone. And you'll have videos from camps all over the world. More than you can watch.
Yep.
You know?
And that's the spirit. When he drove past and he went out the window, I was like, through the spirit, if he really wants to inquire, he gonna come out.
That's going on? I'll type it in. Y'all go ahead. I'll type it.
No, you good, bro. You good. Verse 28, John 20 and 28, it says, and Thomas answered and said unto him, my Lord and my God. Yahushua said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me, thou hast believed. Blessed are they that have not seen and yet have believed.
See, then you know it's gonna be both. You see, you're gonna have people that's gonna believe based on what they heard, and then you're gonna have people that's gonna believe based on what they see. But they still all of the elect, no matter what brought you back.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
Yep. It says, and many other signs truly did Yahushua in the presence of his disciples, which are not written in this book.
That's what I'm saying. The Lord was doing all types of things. You see? And the reason why he was doing so many things is was first it was the will of the Heavenly Father, and it was also building up the disciples. Because they read about him in the scrolls. So when they saw him live and in person, and he was doing everything that the scroll said that he would be doing, and more, it boosted their faith even more to the point to where they later became apostles, and it trickled all the way down to us a little over 2,000 years later. That's how impactful that was and is. You know?
Because remember, Yahushua said himself, he said that he said that there's going to be other signs that the men after you that y'all going to do that's going to be greater than what I'm doing. And Yahweh Shai, what was he doing? He was healing the lame. He was raising the dead. He was causing those that couldn't see to see, causing those that couldn't hear to hear. You see? And through the Spirit, that's what's going to ultimately cause the men that were put to shame to get great fame in that day, which we're near that time, man. Remember, when you read the book of Acts, you had miracles that was taking place, and that was causing more believers to be added unto the church based upon the miracles, man.
That's right.
What other way would what would be another reason as to why Esau would come down on these men so heavy?
Right.
Due to the power that the Lord is going to give them, man. He's going to be like, no, we gotta get these guys out of there, man.
When you look at that word miracles, it goes into the Lord doing extraordinary things to authenticate those that he sent.
Right.
You see? So when you see all these TV shows, with all the superheroes and all that type of stuff, that's a good way to get a visual of it.
Yep.
But then you also look at the animals on the earth and the things that they can do that people can't do.
Yeah.
We're going to be able to do that shit too.
Right. Yep.
That's not a reach.
You see?
Yep.
So the things that you see these animals doing, that's spiritual power on a certain type of level. So eventually when our bodies are changed, we're going to be able to do all those things, man.
At a more potent level.
There you go.
You talk about the bald eagle, man. It can swoop down on a mouse at 200 miles an hour. It can see 2 miles away in detail and see a mouse.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's spiritual power, bro.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah. It's heavy because bro, I say it, then you got it. It's heavy because even with these animals, like the elders mentioned, even with these animals that can do particular things, going back to the beginning of Genesis 1:1, who gave them the power to do that?
Right.
Remember that Yahweh Shai, it was Yahweh Shai and the Alahayim, man, that gave these particular animals these particular traits. Whereas the eagle can be able to look 2 miles away and fly at 200 miles an hour, and the albatross can fly thousands of miles and sleep in the air.
Yeah.
Ooh, check this out. Y'all remember this cartoon called Brave Star? It was a cartoon called Brave Star where it's a Gadite, right? It's a Gadite. And just like we talking about spiritual power and animals and the things they can do, Braveheart was a Gadite chief. You know what I'm saying? He had the eyes of a hawk.
Oh, he had the
Ears
powers
of a wolf.
Yeah, I remember that.
The speed of the puma, and he had the strength of a bear. So you got all these different aspects and all these different strengths that he has inside of a human body. You see? Even when you read in Ezekiel, when it talks about the angels, it talk about the face of this, it's giving a human the attributes of these animals, which is giving you a glimpse for those that got eyes to see and ears to hear. But bro, look up Brave Star. Yeah, look up Brave Star. It's a Gadite chief with all these spiritual powers that he cold as hell.
I was small when I seen that cartoon, but I remember that cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
He would take on whatever the problem was. He would take on different attributes
Right.
of the animals.
So if he needed strength, he would call to the heavens, strength of the bear. He'd be strong. If he needed to hear something, ears of the wolf.
Did He-Man
Super
rip that
hearing.
off? Did He-Man rip that off? Or is that reversed? Was He-Man before that?
Well, shit, both of them old as fuck. So yeah. But I remember Brave Star specifically. You know what I'm saying? Because when you get to the He-Man, you get He-Man, Adam, Masters of the Universe. That's a whole nother direction. That's a whole nother direction. You know? Yeah, we good. What's up?
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey. Shalom, brother.
I follow you on YouTube.
Okay, all
Listen
right.
to the brother from GMS, South Carolina.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
That's
That's what's up. That's what's up.
It's amazing to find you guys, man. So I just talked to the other camp over there. He said
Tuesday and Friday. And Friday afternoon, like at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
If, you know, her brothers.
I'll make the
Yeah, it's the brothers.
Night camp is the main camp.
I'll make the night camp.
Yeah.
I just want to say it's a blessing, man, to see you guys, man.
Hey, we're excited to see you,
It's a
man.
blessing to see you too, brother.
Yeah, man.
That's what's up.
Uplifting us.
All praise now.
Hey, man. Hey, be safe up there, bro.
Be safe, brother.
All right, come on. Lord willing. Shalom, brother.
Alright.
That reminded me of what you said about Brave Star.
Yeah.
That reminded me of in Genesis when the Lord said that He gave man dominion over the animals.
Right.
How could you have dominion over an eagle if you can't go up there if you need to go up there?
Man.
How can you have dominion over a bear if he's stronger than you?
Right.
You know. Did not our forefather David fight a lion?
Yep.
Kill a lion?
A bird too?
And a beard.
Lion and a bear.
No owl.
Yep. Adam was immortal before he fell.
Yeah.
Remember, he was immortal. He was immortal.
He had dominion.
So with him being immortal, that means that he was all powerful. You know?
And if I can add to, they show you that too in that movie with Jamie Foxx. I can't remember the name of it. He had the power, pistol
strength.
Project Power, man. They show you in that movie
Okay.
of a human having the attributes of an animal. Man, that pistol strength is bad, man.
That's it.
You know?
And he couldn't even do his power like that because it was so powerful. It was
Right.
like, man, if I do it, one time I can do it, but if I do it, everybody around me getting fucked through.
Through. Exactly. Yep.
One more thing, that reminds me, Esau, when he always has a superhero show or some type of superhuman strength, they're always doing some wickedness. You know, Adam wasn't doing wickedness before he fell.
Right.
He had all of that power and he was chilling.
They don't have righteous judgment along with the power that they've been given.
Right.
You got the elect. When we're changed and we're ruling on the earth, we're gonna be perfect in judgment along with those attributes. Esau trying to achieve this through his technology, but he just gonna do wickedness with it. We always talk about that show, The Boys.
Yep.
And them niggas, them Edomites got spiritual power, bro. They doing the most wickedest shit you can think of.
Man.
The best thing the writers could think of was to write them as super wicked characters.
Wicked
They got a
as
dude.
hell.
They got a dude that shrinks down, and then he just be at sex parties, going inside of running inside of people. That's what it's just. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just wickedness, and it's, you know, that kind of strength and power and dominion is preserved for the nation of Israel when we're changed. That's it. You know.
Yeah, man. But the scriptures give you a glimpse of what's to come. You know? And people don't realize that. You know, people use the Bible for everything but what it's actually used for. Which is for the prophets to prophesy and warn the people of the return of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. You see? That's what I'm saying. Selling t-shirts and all that type of stuff, man. Look, do that, but just don't do it for the ministry.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna make t-shirts, I'm not gonna make t-shirts that's truth-based, that's truth-driven.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hustle the people in the. Nah, man. Nah. That ain't what that's for.
Right.
You see? But we come out here on the highways and the byways. That's how we contribute to the ministry. You see? Yeah, if you want to have your own business and your own aspirations to do all that separate. It's separate. You see? It's yeah, that's what I'm saying. It ain't. That's what I'm saying. Jake, I was saying, if you preaching at work, you probably need your own business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you got your own business, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I couldn't imagine myself selling Great Millstone t-shirts.
Man, that's nasty work.
You know what I'm saying? Like, absolutely, it's not even a thought.
Right.
It's not even a thought. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have these GMS keychains, you know what I'm saying? With the fringes hanging off. Nah, man, that ain't our job, man.
Yeah.
If you want to sell keychains, sell keychains. You know what I'm saying? But put something else on it.
Right.
You so you saying the Lord won't bless you? If you doing the work, the Lord ain't gonna bless your endeavor. He gonna give you just enough. Neither poverty nor riches. He gonna give you just enough. Having said that, and having that in your thought process, having that under your thinking cap, it's gonna have you move a certain type of way. You know? Who got something?
And add too, Jaquan, the scripture saying, John, I believe it's the 2nd chapter.
I'm holding it.
You got it. Yeah, there you go, bro. Make that merchandise. There you go.
You break it down. I'll
That's
read
the
it.
spirit.
I'll read it. You break it down. This is the book of St. John, chapter 2. I started verse 13. And and the Jews' Passover was at hand, and Yahushua went up to Jerusalem, and found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves, and the changers of money sitting. And when he had made a scourge of small cords, he drove them all out of the temple, and the sheep and the oxen, and poured out the changers' money, and overthrew the tables. It says, verse 16, and said unto them that sold doves, take these things hence. Make not my Father's house a house of merchandise.
There it is. So we're not to make this ministry a house of merchandise, man. You know, it's like Zaquan was saying, man. You don't put. You can have a business, but just don't mix it with the ministry, man. You know what I'm saying? I wish I was pissed off, man. He went there turning over tables, whooping with them cords.
That's what I'm saying.
Beating ass.
Bro, they was literally selling animals to sacrifice for when they go off.
Right.
At the Passover.
And that reminds me of that group that was selling breakdowns.
Man,
you know?
Bro, these niggas will have a football jersey with your Howard Shaw on the back, number 77.
Right.
Right.
No, nigga. No.
Nasty.
Don't do that shit, man.
Your Howard Shaw, number 77.
You know-
Number 144. 3 digits on the jersey.
And Jacob fall for that madness, man.
Like, nah, man.
You know, that's not what the Lord requires, man.
Right.
See, because you got to think, and it was at the Passover. You know, it was at the Passover where, you know, Jerusalem at that time was it was like the central bank. See what I'm saying? So we would have all Jake that would come from all different remote area of that world, of the Eastern world, and they would have to come, and they would have to exchange their currency. See, into the half shekel, which is the temple shekel. You see, so when they was doing that, they were like, you know what? At the same time, we got some doves, we got some lamb, we got some goats. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, which is making the temple money, but that pissed the Lord off.
Right.
Yeah.
Y'all was like, hold on a second, man.
And you can only imagine, because Jake is the ultimate salesman, so you can only imagine the words that they was using to let you know what they got.
Right.
You know, so they got that work, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Jake gonna go the extra mile to sell it.
I got the finest lamb.
Mix
Yeah,
it.
you know what I'm saying? The Lord sure gonna forgive you if you sacrificing this.
Oh, hell no. See?
Yep.
But that's Jake.
Fucking nigga,
You
man.
can't mix heavenly things with earthly things.
That's right.
You can't quantify, oh, this is the value of the truth and the understanding. This is priceless. You shouldn't be, that's why you have to give it freely, bro.
That's right. Yeah.
But the people that are moving that way, it just shows you, man, they're not about the kingdom of heaven being established on earth.
Right.
They're mining earthly things, like it says in Philippians, the 3rd chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I seen that boy say, it's an army, better yet a navy, just like Cash Money had said. I was like,
I said, nigga.
Well, I mean, this is the high priest. This is the high priest Hoover Crip, though. So I mean,
man.
I'll be completely honest. I wasn't even surprised. None of us were surprised.
I just kept right on going. That's just one more crazy thing that was said.
This nigga racking up his skull, ain't he?
Yeah.
Like this man, Coolio died, and man, you know, rest in peace, Coolio. You
Rest
know,
in peace, gangsta. Rest in gangsta paradise.
You know what I'm saying? When that nigga said,
Where is that at? Where the fuck is that at? Yeah,
Army.
gangsta paradise. I guess that's halfway between. Get the fuck out of here, man.
It's to the point, if you're a believer and you don't see that these niggas just through and they not about the mission, then, hey man, it's just not for you to see it.
That's right.
Golly.
And the hell with you too.
all right, the chief priest is the Hoover Crip at the same
But
time,
niggas can't
man.
get it, we're moving on.
You know. Anybody else got anything? If not, I got something. You
I
got
had
something?
that Philippians 3, but you got it.
I got one.
Okay.
This is Matthew.
Bring it up!
Matthew chapter 6 and verse 25. It says,
Say where you at?
Matthew chapter 6
Okay. Got it there,
and
brother.
verse 25.
Con.
It says, therefore I say unto you, take no thought for your life, what ye shall eat, or what ye shall drink, nor yet for your body what ye shall put on.
The Lord is gonna provide for you if you believe. So you shouldn't have to be trying to sell this and sell that and do all these different things. You see? Go ahead.
It says, is not the life more than meat, and the body more than raiment?
That's what I'm saying. That's all. That is food and clothes. That's all it is. Ain't life more than that?
Yeah.
What about fulfilling the will of the Heavenly Father? Right? What about being brotherly? What about all these things that we required to do? Either way, whether we up or down, we required to strive lawfully.
Based on bounds.
You see? Read on.
It says, behold, the fowls of the air, for they sow not, neither do they reap.
That's what I'm saying. You don't see no birds punching the clock. You know what I'm saying? You don't see you don't see birds standing in the check cashing place line. But they always eating. They always full. They always good. Go ahead.
It says, nor gather into barns, yet your heavenly Father feedeth them.
That's what I'm saying. The birds don't got a barn or a storehouse, but they always eat because the Lord provides. That's the same mentality we got. You see? It don't matter how many t-shirts I sell. It don't matter how many, whatever your job is, none of that matters. You doing all that for this flesh. You see? But for the spirit, that's where we being built up. You see? Can't nobody, that's why people be so mad at us, man, because they can't convince us to leave this alone.
Right.
They can't convince us to drop the plow. You see? Well, y'all need to get a job. Well, the Lord said, look, the Lord said my job is to preach and he'll take care of me. So that's what I'm doing. I believe that. You can't get mad because I believe. Well, you can get mad because I believe that, but it ain't gonna affect my movement. You know what I'm saying? People really are mad at us because we believe in the Bible. We believe what the Lord promised us.
Right.
Angry. They ain't regular, man. They angry.
You know what I'm saying? Get a job. So you mean to tell me from 8 o'clock to 4:30 I wasn't doing shit today?
Right.
I wasn't doing a damn thing from 8 o'clock to 4:30. I wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah,
You convinced of that?
Right.
They'll rather us be at the crib smoking weed and playing a video game. They'll really rather us be an unproductive citizen than somebody who's advocating for righteousness on earth.
I'm talking about they just convinced you ain't got no shit.
This nigga, he out there reading the Bible with that girl. He can't have no job.
Man.
But when you read the scriptures, it talks about how the disciples had jobs.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
All of them.
They all had jobs. Yahweh Shai had a job.
Right.
Paul had a job. He was a tent maker.
And a servant is not greater than his master.
Exactly.
So if the Lord had a job, guess what? We got to work too.
Well, the scripture
Didn't it tell you that in the curses?
Yeah.
You're going to have to work for it now.
Swear to Brown.
Yeah.
You're going to have to work for it now, Adam.
Yep. Well, the scripture said if you don't work, you don't eat. How we eat? I mean, the Lord provides, but at the end of the day, But hey, the thing about it is, like the elders going into the fact of the matter is that we're possessed. We're just possessed on the right hand side.
Right.
These people possessed too. Like when somebody's possessed on the left hand side, they can't control what they're doing.
Yeah.
They completely possessed by demons. And you watch some movies like Exorcism of Emily Rose, and I was possessed. I was under possession. Well, we're under possession too.
Yeah.
We're under possession in righteousness, man.
Right.
Yep.
So there ain't nothing we can do that's gonna stop us from what we're doing unless the Lord wants to stop us. That's it.
For who had resisted his will.
Yeah, it is.
There it is right there.
Man's going to of the Lord.
Right. You got something, Doc?
No, I got nothing.
Was
yet.
it more than that?
One more.
Okay.
It says, "Are ye not much better than they?"
That's what I'm saying. Are you not much better than they? Did not the Lord give Adam dominion over the animals?
Yep.
You see? The Lord gave Adam dominion over the animals. So that means that he was better than the animals. So if the Lord gonna take care of the animals, he's not gonna take care of his sons?
Right.
So if I buy a pit bull today, right?
Yeah.
My son just got a roll.
Uh,
I'm gonna treat the pit bull better than I treat my son. First of all, my son been around longer. I just got this puppy.
right.
But I'm gonna treat the puppy better than I'm gonna treat my son. Now, if I'm gonna make sure the puppy gonna eat, you best believe that my son gonna eat.
Yeah.
You see? I'm in charge of both of that. Same thing with the Lord, man. The Lord is controlling all of this, man. I always say people act like the Lord up there scratching his head trying to figure out what the fuck these clowns down here doing. Y'all don't get y'all goof ass on somewhere? Go ahead.
Let me see. Okay, Colin, it says, all right. It says, verse 27, it says, which of you, by being anxious or by taking thought, can add 1 cubit unto his stature?
Okay, that's it on that. But
Okay,
adding a cubit to your stature, that's another form of that power.
Right.
You see?
Just,
You got something?
Yeah, it just kind of shows that, bro, we have the Almighty on our side. So there's nothing that he can't do for us. Kind of like with your woman, man. What do you want from your woman? You want her to trust you and be obedient to you. You know what I mean? When your woman trusts you and be obedient to you, you be like, oh, okay, I can rock with you. But a woman that's always questioning, well, are you gonna do this? And she worried. You like, damn, bitch, I told you I was gonna get this done.
Man.
Just I told you, just sit and be patient. That's when a man can really get angry with a woman.
Right.
When she shows that she don't trust and believe in him.
So
So
you see how the Lord hate doubt?
so you got to understand. The Lord likens us unto His woman. How you want your woman to be towards you?
Right.
When you tell her what's up, you want her to have that trust. You want her to take your word for it and stand on it, and be like, hey, look, my man said this. That's what it is.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
You got it, Ty. I see you over there.
I'm looking for that scripture where it says, which man, I don't got my phone, I would have picked it up.
What it say?
It talks about, like, which man having his son give him, he asked for a fish, you give him a serpent.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
Rock when he has the bread.
Yeah. But, I mean, was going into what you was going into, you know,
Right.
with the pit bulls. You know what I mean? That's what made me think of that.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm looking out for my son, I'm gonna make sure he have what he needs. You see?
I found it.
Yeah.
I literally just turned.
Go ahead.
You can read it. Okay.
This is Matthew chapter 7.
You can start where it says, knocking you shall receive, knocking the door shall be open. You can start there.
This is Matthew chapter 7 and verse 7. Ask and it shall be given you. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be open unto you.
Right, it says, ask and ye shall receive, seek and ye shall find, knock and it shall be opened up to you, man.
Meaning you gotta do something.
Right. You got it.
Verse 8. For everyone that asketh, receiveth, and he that seeketh, findeth, and to him that knocketh, it shall be opened. Or what man is there of you, whom if his son asks bread, will give him a stone? Or if he asks a fish, will he give him a serpent?
Right, so pretty much if you got a child, your son, you know, you got your son walk up to you, hey dad, I'm hungry. You know? I'm hungry, I'm starving. Even though your son, you know what I'm saying, was at school acting like an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Just doing all this madness.
You ain't gonna eat today.
You're not gonna eat. You gonna give your son. Dad, I'm hungry. You gonna give your son a goddamn black mamba sandwich?
Yeah.
But the black mamba's alive though.
Right.
Man, a you know what I'm saying? You gonna put his hand into the jar. The jar's covered up, and he put his hand in some scorpions up in there.
No, man.
No, you gonna give him you gonna give your son something to eat.
I whooped my son ass the other day. I still took him to get some food. You know what I mean? The Lord might judge you, he might whoop your ass a little bit, but he's still gonna make sure you good.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's right.
Jack get caught up in the ass whooping, not realizing the Lord's still gonna make sure I'm good.
Exactly.
I might be getting judged. I do shit I shouldn't be supposed to do. The Lord might be judging me in this instance right now, but he gonna make sure I'm good. Jake don't got that faith. They get caught up in the uncomfortableness so much that they lose their faith.
Yeah, I would say Jake rather keep being wicked than repent. You know what I'm saying, man? The Lord ain't never gonna forgive me, man. Shit. So I might as well keep on. I'm going to hell anyway.
I might as well keep
Like what?
going to
Like
Mrs.
that.
Jones' house.
If you repent, you can avoid things. You know that, right?
Nigga in that spirit.
I'm a lost cause.
Right. What's that? I was listening to that song on the way up here, Mrs. Jones. Y'all know that old song? That song wicked as hell.
Man. Creeping in from behind.
Yeah.
Nigga singing hard than the hoe.
Nigga just keep doing wickedness. Even though he know what he doing wrong, and he could just stop and repent. But he keep playing on that track, man. That judgment gonna end up being the end of it.
Yep. And your security, when you with Mrs. Jones' husband gonna come in and shoot the shit out of you.
Mr.
And kill you.
Jones.
And I said, yeah, you heard Mrs. Jones? Hey, you ever heard shit damn motherfucker? By D'Angelo? Yeah, he shot the shit out of Mrs. Jones and the other nigga.
Damn.
Yeah. I shot her. Like Jimmy Henry say that shit. Yeah. Why you think he shot her?
Man.
He didn't shoot her because she was stand up. Yeah. He didn't shoot her because she was Rebecca.
Right.
Yeah. You don't shoot up Judah. Yeah. But Quintessa, you bust a cap in that bitch's ass. Yeah. Who got something?
There's a little bit more to that.
Back in Matthew 7 and verse 11, it says, if ye then, being evil, know how to give good gifts unto your children, how much more shall your Father which is in heaven give you good things to them that ask him?
That's what I'm saying. That take you back to Deuteronomy 28, 1-14. You see? I would say all of us got sons. You know what I'm saying? All of us got sons. You telling me you handle your business, you can have what you want. You know what I'm saying? My son just got a call for this summer. We told that nigga, we said, look nigga, if you get you a job and you work this summer, we'll get you a car to start your senior year.
Right.
The nigga got a car to start his senior year. Call all y'all by shimmy out shots. You know what I'm saying? But he had to earn it. I wasn't finna just get that nigga no car. I would let him drive mine depending on what needed to be done. But to just hand you the keys and let you roll? Nah, not yet. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? Because when he was driving my car, he wasn't worried about detailing it and making sure the tires clean. And he just driving my shit. Now this nigga, his shit's detailed. You know? my car in the driveway dirty as a fuck. You know what I'm saying? You can see this nigga shit from around the corner.
That's how it is when the Lord is making us earn it, right? When you earn something, you're more appreciative of it. All right. When somebody just like, hey, you can have this, you just freak it off. You just don't care about how it looks. But when you have to earn something, you understand that, oh, I had to put the work in for this.
I'm telling you.
You're more delicate with it. It's more important to you. You have an affinity for it. You want to make sure it's good. You want to check on it all the time. The Lord is making it's a reason that we out here have to do the work. It's the in season, out of season.
That's right.
It's building an approach in our minds to the ministry, to the things of the Lord.
Because if I give you $100 versus you working for $100, you're gonna treat that $100 different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just how it is. That's just how it is. You know? Yeah.
That's why when you become an adult and you get your check and you working, you start to equate your money with the time you spend.
Right.
You like, damn, this is this amount of time.
Yep.
This amount of money is this amount of time and effort that I spend.
Yep.
So then you become like, okay, I'm gonna be more frugal with my spending because this ain't just easy to come by.
Right.
You understand? You got something I see.
Yeah, and I had one just going in that point y'all made a second ago about the Miss Jones song, and then of course Quan mentioned that D'Angelo song.
Yeah.
But that's actually in the scriptures, Proverbs 6. So I want to bring that out real quick. It's Proverbs 6, chapter 6 and verse 32. It reads, "But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul."
That's right. That's what I'm saying. That's why you got all these guys. That's why you got all these guys who say all this I F your B and
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your girl choosing me and all this. Oh, okay. Keep on running your damn mouth, nigga. Keep on running your damn mouth about another man's woman.
Right.
And I better not see your mama crying at the funeral. Or none of that shit talking about your baby ain't never did nothing to nobody. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And then the faggot motherfucker wrote a song about it.
Right.
So now, why you think all these rappers getting destroyed the way they're getting destroyed? Witchcraft, adultery, just all. It's literally rappers getting killed every day. I'm pretty sure a nigga got shot today.
Oh yeah, you already know.
I'm pretty sure.
His judgment goes forth every morning.
Yeah.
His judgment goes forth every
And
morning.
they got a whole mixtape about adultery.
You know what I'm saying? And a whole nother mixtape about killing other niggas.
Yep.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse Proverbs 6 and 33. "A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away."
You do dirt, you get dirt.
Yeah.
Period. Period. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yep, the Lord is literally an eye for an eye, tooth
That's
for
right.
tooth. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Verse 34. "For jealousy is the rage of a man."
Jealousy is the rage of a man, man.
Angelo.
And Yahweh by Shem Yahweh is the ultimate.
Yeah.
So when they jealousy kick in, look out.
Yeah.
Look out.
It gets scary, man.
Keep on thinking that you're gonna see to the H to the I to the P, the chosen.
Yeah.
Right? That's what I'm saying, cause shit. That's human nature for a man to protect. So you get to messing with somebody's woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You'll run across a dude that's normally peaceful, quiet to himself. But if you start messing with his woman, you can see that man. You might see that man in a rare form.
Man, I would say, especially if his woman resisted.
Yeah.
If his woman resisted and you still go, man, say, that's what I'm saying. You can get yourself in some deep doo-doo.
Yeah. I done seen dudes that wouldn't fight, even if another man approached them and was on some shit, they still wouldn't fight them. But I done seen them in them same scenarios when they had to protect their woman. They become a different person.
That's it.
How much more so the Lord, man, who's already a man of war off the rip?
Yeah.
Yeah. You read in Exodus, it says the Lord whose name is jealous.
Man.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You know what? Hey, let you
know he has
right
you know his reputation. He has a jealous reputation.
His jealousy exists.
Yeah.
Everybody else be jealous, you just jealous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can't really do shit, you just jealous. But when the Lord's jealousy kick in, that's what I'm saying. Kingdoms go down.
That make me think of this 70s movie I seen. It was one of them black exploitation movies. This dude was doing something and this little girl said, "You gonna get an ass whooping?" He was like, "Who gonna whoop my ass?" And this big black Jake came up and he said, "I'm ass whooping." You know, My name is jealous. That's what that made me think of.
Yeah.
The
That's right.
Open the biggest can of whoop ass ever.
Man.
Well, your woman is a possession.
Yeah.
So just imagine somebody trying to, your possession of yours is about to get fumbled. What you gonna do? You gonna do what you need to do to protect it.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Bro, if you finna eat a steak, just think about that. You put your fork in the steak, you cutting it with the knife, and then all of a sudden here come another fork, yanking and snatching.
Yeah.
Right.
Nigga, you can't have that.
Right.
It's a video that we're talking about a man that's raised by
Shit, I'm finna use everything on the table now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That might be what he reading right now.
Is that what he reads?
Proverbs 6.
Can you read it again?
Yeah, this is Proverbs 6:34. It says, "For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts."
There's nothing you could pay a man after you done plowed with his heifer.
Yep.
Don't shoot me, man. I got some money. Here's some money in my pocket. He don't give a damn about none of that money.
You had money in your pocket when you did your bullshit.
Yeah.
Now your ransom is your
There's
life.
nothing that you can tell him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You know, label this man woman.
Right.
When the scriptures talk about it's as though when a man overcomes a woman, it's as though he's slayed a person. You've done an act that's worthy of death. That's why I brought that up. You've committed a heinous act. And you was talking about these rappers, they make entire songs about it. Niggas get famous for pushing adultery, murder, witchcraft. So when the Lord come and judge they ass, man, they committed sins, they pushed a vibration that was worthy of death.
I'm talking about Jay could not even have slept with your woman, but he just putting that energy out there.
Yeah.
That will get you killed.
You put another nigga in that spirit that caused adultery to happen.
Well, that's an offense. Like it tells you, offenses must come, but woe unto him that pretty much brings forth the offense, causing somebody to enticing them to sin. That's why a lot of these rappers, a lot of these whole ass niggas is getting killed. They getting locked up. They getting now that they're being exposed to being fucking evil. You know.
That nigga Tupac got killed. I would say Tupac said a lot of offensive things.
Yes.
Yeah. But until he put that "I fucked your bitch" album out, he didn't get killed until after that.
Yeah.
Nigga walked right off that goddamn cliff. You see what I'm saying?
They had a woman in the video with the likeness of the...
Bro, out of all the offensive things that he said to all the people he said it to, that's probably the comment that got him killed.
Yeah.
That's it.
Started the song off there.
And even if it ain't what happened physically, spiritually, that's what happened.
Right, exactly.
You putting that energy out there, that shit came back. You put out that adulterous energy, adultery is punishable by death, nigga.
Right. Yeah.
When he put that song out, that became something that made a bunch of niggas feel like, oh, this makes me better than another nigga.
Yeah, that's how you get your. That's how
This how you get your get back. This is what makes me better than that nigga.
That's how
over
you
there.
really
And that made women even more wicked.
Yeah.
That made them even more wicked.
Then they got in the mind frame, well, this is how I get back at him for something he did by committing adultery.
Yeah.
And there's a video that a brother did, a couple brothers that did a video only, but there was this Jake, he was with this woman, and she was cheating on her man, and the Jake that she cheating on with is video recording and making her looking all proud and shit, and she called her man, was like, hey, hey baby, could you get me and my friend some food? Pretty much, I'm with my female friend. Can you get us some Chick-fil-A? And he's like, well, huh? Like, get y'all both y'all some food, and he over here, and the dude that she laying up with, you know what I'm saying? He over here, hand all over her booty, looking all proud. You seen the video? That shit made me so fucking mad, bro. I couldn't even really finish it up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that wasn't even my woman. I want to say my bitch. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't even my woman, man. But a lot of these niggas that's doing that shit, man. Hey, Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. And you can get your precept here in a second. Hey, the Lord gonna be a swift witness on all these niggas, man. A swift witness, man.
That's right.
The Lord gonna come with the quickness and complete. You talking about niggas getting murked? Yeah. I murked, hurt, put him in the dirt. Well, watch what the Lord finna do, man.
Yep.
The Lord invented murking somebody. How about that? The Lord invented putting somebody in the dirt.
And you gonna know exactly why you getting what you getting.
Yeah.
You gonna know why your judgment is what it is, man. You ain't gonna be able to say, well, I'll let my baby ain't never hurt nobody. Look, you can get it too.
Right.
Go ahead.
Real quick, Benai, real quick. They did a movie too, before you bring that out. They did a movie too. I think it's called Adulterer or something like that, or Adultery or something like that. And it was this dude, I think he previously was in the military, but he's working at this grocery store or something. some type of store, and his woman was, which is Edom, so-called Edomite dude, and his woman was dealing with this Jake, this
And they swapped.
well, yeah, he ended up, that ended
I know
up
what
happening.
movie you're talking about.
It's called Adulterer
It's
or
called
Adultery.
a
or
Big Black Jake was in it too.
Yeah,
I know what movie
and
you're
he
talking
came
about.
home.
Yeah.
She didn't know, and the dude kind of ran. He was in a hurry trying to get to that man. Woman almost ran him off the road
Damn.
on his way to his house. Because he was supposed to be at work, but he left early.
Yeah.
And then he goes, then he goes home, goes upstairs, catch the Jake pounding his woman from the back.
Yeah. Yep.
Gets the gun on both of them. He just made them sit down, talking to him for a minute.
Yeah.
Then that part where you talking about, he ended up getting his woman. The other dudes was married.
Made him watch.
Made him watch him hit his woman.
Wow. That shit
But
was,
before it was over, he ended up killing both of them motherfuckers.
Yeah. Wow. That shit was crazy.
Yup.
That was a good movie. That shit was
Good
crazy.
movie, man. Remind me of this. Every time I read that Proverbs 6, I think about that movie.
Yeah,
man.
man. It's called Adultery.
Adultery, yes. Yeah.
It's a good movie. I
Yeah.
recommend,
It's
what
good
I'm
watch.
saying? It's a good
Brothers haven't seen it. Check it out. Yup.
It's Galatians chapter 6 and verse 7. Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, there shall he also reap.
Yep, you do dirt, you get dirt, man. You see? That's why you got. Cause when you think about it, man, when we got to have the laws, statutes, and commandments programmed in our inward parts, man, it ain't no way something like that's gonna happen.
Right.
You see? That's why the Lord. I would say that's why the Lord was sacrificed, man, to conquer death, to conquer sin. You see? So for the Lord to take that, burden off of us, you can't just do whatever you want to do when somebody look out for you like that.
That's right. Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You indebted to that person.
Yeah.
Let me think, because every one of us have, they're following us. Had not Yahweh Shai done what he done, death would eventually catch up to us. Lord willing, we are those men that don't die,
Right.
Then since Yahweh Shai did what he did for us, he can block death from reaching us now,
That's right.
Because we all deserve it.
Yeah.
Our righteousness is as filthy rags, like the scripture says. And you talk about doing dirt and getting dirt. This devil, the wicked, have planted seeds of wickedness. That's all they planted. What is that? Proverbs 16 and 4. Where they talk about they work evil upon their beds.
No, that's
That's
the
Proverbs
Lord.
4:16.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. That's all. They only planted.
Oh, Micah 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We're going to them and devise iniquity and work even upon their beds before the morning is light they practice it. That's Micah.
All right.
But the one in Proverbs 4:16 is talking about they won't go to sleep unless they cause them to stumble.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
So this devil is planting nothing but seeds of wickedness. So he's about to reap it in the biggest way anybody has ever seen.
Yes.
He's about to be burnt. This nigga's been a witch. He's been an adulterer. He's been a liar. He's been a gainsayer. He's been all these different. This nigga's about to be burned at the stake.
I want to say every single punishment by death law is.
He done did it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I got
He
something
done done it.
you
You
done.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you gotta go.
This is Proverbs chapter 58 and 10. It says, the righteous shall...
58 and 10.
Psalms. I'm thinking about Proverbs. It's Psalms chapter 58 and 10. It says, the righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
Read that again, Baba Kashah.
Psalms chapter 58, I'll say it again. Psalms 58 and 10. The righteous shall rejoice when he seeth the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked.
That's what I'm saying. That we're not gonna be taking foot baths in their blood. That's just going into the destruction that's gonna be upon them. The death and destruction. You see? Well, I said we're not gonna be dipping our toe in their blood and sea walking and none of that crazy stuff. No. We're gonna tear their ass up. Matter of fact, somebody get Ezekiel 25 and 14 real quick, and then we're gonna read that again. Yeah, the Lord gonna use us. The Lord gonna use His men, whether it's us or not. The Lord willing it be us. The Lord gonna use His men to destroy Esau, just like He used Esau to destroy Jacob. Go ahead.
Illustration of the judgment, just like the same way it talks about Yahweh Shai, the dyed garments from Basra.
Blood up to a horse's bridle.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Ezekiel.
Yeah. Ezekiel.
This is Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 14. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hands of my people Israel.
That's what I'm saying. So ain't nobody gonna slap you upside your head or kick you across the damn block. Ain't nobody gonna kick you down the block until the Lord give them the green light to.
Right.
You see? Go ahead.
And they shall do in Edom according to mine anger.
That's what I'm saying. So the Lord's anger is what's gonna be put upon his men to destroy. You see? Until now, I'm gonna say until then, all we gotta do is teach. You see? And then once that famine of the word start to hit, we're gonna start to see how much closer we are to action time.
Right.
You see? Because you can't whip no ass until all the preaching is done.
Right.
You see? What's that, Revelation 14? It said that the angels don't hurt the earth yet.
Right.
The elect got to be sealed first.
Revelation 7, 8.
Yeah, there we go.
7.
Go ahead.
It says, and they shall do in Edom according to mine anger and according to my fury.
That's what I'm saying. So if we go up against Edom with our own anger and fury, we're going to lose. You see? But with the Lord's anger and fury, now, you know what I'm saying? Now we seeing real judgment.
Right.
You know? Go ahead.
And they shall know my vengeance, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahweh.
And they shall know. They ain't gonna think Buddha did it.
Right.
They ain't gonna be thinking about Allah. They gonna know that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is doing this damage. Just like the flood was attributed to Yahweh. You see? It ain't gonna be no mistake about who did what. Because the prophet's been out here. You see? So all that destruction that was prophesied, once it hit, we've been telling you the whole time through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai that this is what the Lord gonna do when he come back.
Right.
Y'all can't say that we saying anything else. It's on tape, bitch.
Right.
It's on tape. You see?
And they might have some shit on tape too. They got this AI out.
Yeah, but at the end of the day,
Yeah, end of the day.
you see?
Yeah.
It ain't no weapon they have that can be formed that's gonna prosper.
Yeah, they can't overcome the power that stands behind
You see?
us.
Right.
So yeah. I'll say the beast with iron teeth, the forger of lies, all that. He finna lose all them titles. Yeah, he finna lose all them titles. Yeah, guess what? Slave. Yeah, heathen slave.
The lowest of the slaves too.
You know? Yeah. Y'all got something else?
One more.
Go on.
Verse 11, Psalms 58:11, it says, so that a man shall say, verily there is a reward for the righteous. Verily, he is a power that judgeth in the earth.
There you go. There you go. Close this out.
Hey, and so with that, hey, Lord willing, this camp was edifying. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai Bashem Rakakudash.
all right, double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone that taught us his truth and that's been teaching us truth. And much peace, love, and salutation to the elect. Until next time, Lord willing, to say shalom.
Shalom.